Hello everyone, this is Katerina and I'll bring you the latest energy report and the light language to go with it so you can experience this eclipse season with as much ease and grace as possible. And my guides really nudged me today, Katerina, please make a video to give some more information about the Pleiadian alignment that we have at the moment, where we receive light codes, activations and higher frequencies from the Pleiadian constellation. And at the same time, with the new moon, we started this year's eclipse season. And boy, this eclipse season is really, really intense. Not only because of the alignment with the Pleiades, it's also this year of massive transformation. Like I explained the last time, we are in this super booster period, if you like. And then having an eclipse season, it makes everything 10 times more intense. And many of you, even seasoned light workers, starseeds and awakened ones, this energy feels very different to normal. It can trigger the most ancient, deeply buried, suppressed issues we have. And you may even in dream time think, oh my God, I can't believe I'm still carrying this somewhere in my system. And my guides explained this eclipse season is so amplified by everything that's going on in order for it to go and penetrate our system as deeply as possible. And this morning I was wanting some inspiration, and I took my goddess cards and I got the card of Aphrodite, Kali and Kuan Yin, and I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna have to mention that in the video, because Aphrodite helps us to connect with our inner senses, with happiness, with well-being, with nurturing, with sensuality and the joie de vivre. I think of many of the goddesses, Saraswati and Hathor, as well as Aphrodite and Venus, are really the ones who celebrate life to the maximum in many different ways. So that self-celebrating, that self-nurturing, that self-uplifting energy is so important at the moment. And then we have Kali, who is the goddess of no nonsense. She's just saying right now, like, oh gosh, Kali, it couldn't be more fitting. And Kali is the one, what is dead needs to go and what's ready to be birthed needs to come in. As simple as that. Kali is very clear cut, and Kali takes no prisoners. You know, when something is over and ended, just deal with it and let it go. And she also often is depicted with a sword, and for me the sword is always the sword of truth and integrity and clarity, and she brings that ultimate clarity. And if you feel like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to let this go, is this the right step forward, Kali will indicate very clearly what's in your highest interest. And sometimes we are so used to patterns that we are almost unable to leave them. It's like we are, I wouldn't say stuck, but we are so entrenched in one way of being and thinking, we wouldn't even know how to switch gear to something else. And that's where Kali and Kuan Yin work very well together. Kuan Yin is the one who's coming, reaching us a hand and say, come on, I'll help you to take this alternative step. I show you an alternative route. And Kali gives us kind of the power and the impetus to say, let's do it. I'm ready. I want this change now. I'm done with the old. I can't be repeating this pattern one more freaking time. And that is really, really an amazing combination. So you learn to really celebrate life even in small moments. And they also guided me today, Katerina, talk about crystals. And I'm a crystal healer. I love crystals. My whole house is gridded with them. And every time somebody comes to my home, it's like, Katerina, you have a lot of crystals. And I said, yeah. So it was really hard for me to make a selection. And the two favorite ones I have for any eclipse season is always kyanite. And I show you a rough piece of it, and you see the striations, and then selenite. And I'm wearing it as well, selenite, and I'm wearing the kyanite here. And they blend really well together. And kyanite and selenite both have that amazing possibility, and it was just 4:44 in the recording when I said that, they release what no longer serves. So, and with the spiral around, it really perpetuates this momentum. And my guides this morning said, when I was tuning in to explain the crystals, and they said, you know, the period we're in now, we are getting vast amounts of energies coming in, and we need to release vast amounts of the old. And normally it's like in stages, you know, something comes in, you release, something comes in and release. And right now it's like boom, boom, boom. It's happening both at the same times, at all times. So selenite and kyanite are great to let that run through your system. For grounding, I absolutely love Priscilla Bluestone. It's also the stone that Stonehenge is made out of, and it combines all 5 elements. It's very grounding, very aligning. And what I'm receiving now is, I didn't even know that, the Andromedan Light Codes that are also coming in, not just the Pleiades. Pleiades work great with everything blue. I have an Andara here as well, which is from Hawaii. It's a genuine Andara. I love the color of that one as well. And that helps with the opening of our throat. And the Pleiadian energy works really amazingly well with blue. I also have one for soothing, and that is the blue lace agate. And you can put that in your water as well. It helps also for people with thyroid issues. And I'm seeing, you know, I'm wearing the blue as well. But now back to the Priscilla Bluestone, the Andromedans that are also helping our planet to shift. They bring in the codes of regenesis. So I'm sure we're going to receive them now as well in the transmission. And the Andromedans link perfectly well with Priscilla Bluestone. And they say whoever is really intrigued by it and drawn to it, because it contains the 5 elements of water, fire, earth, air, and spirit, like the pentagram. And they say it helps, now let me tune in, it helps our light body to absorb the higher frequencies and bringing it in straight away into our physical body. Because sometimes, like I said the last time, when I had that Monday going in the bathrobe on the street because the door fell in and showing myself involuntarily in full clothing, that is a day when I should have used Priscilla Bluestone, and they're in smaller sizes, of course, available. And they say it helps to ground the energy as it's coming in, and that's rare. Another one that's really good for grounding higher light in is hematite, and you may be very well familiar with that hematite. Hematite is also one that helps ground in light away. Yeah, it helps to bring the light away. And then, of course, all of you, I'm sure you know, amethyst. That is a great one with a violet flame. It's also clearing. And then citron for your personal upliftment. You know, I had a day where I felt like whatever I tried to raise my frequencies and shift me out of whatever old pattern I was in, it didn't happen. And they also said, Katerina, you have to mention there are days when we're just in it, and it's meant to be like this. So sometimes when these light codes come in, they trickle down really, really deeply into our system. And if it's an ancestral pattern, if it's a past life pattern that's been for a long time with you, then it also takes more than just a couple of minutes to shake it fully out of your system. And for emotional soothing, I brought this rose quartz, and it has the kind of heart-shaped or angel wing. And rose quartz is very soothing, if I can pronounce it. So I've got my little altar here with me now with all the crystals. And I'm curious now what the Andromedans and the Pleiadians are bringing in. And one thing they remind me of right now is also to say, we have reached a much, much higher trajectory already. And in quantum physics, if something has reached the 90% threshold, which we have, we are at 93, 95, we're going towards 97. It has to happen in physical form as well. It cannot not happen. So everything that you're feeling in the outer realms right now, it's part of that purging. And those of us who are the way showers, we are receiving the highest light codes imminently, clearing it imminently as well. But the collective is still working through more base chakra, sacral sacral chakra energies, and that takes longer to shift, even though the speed has increased intensively. And the full moon in a week's time will bring, oh wow, there's a whole new set of codes coming in. I see that they're really beautiful. They're pearlescent white, a lot of divine feminine codes coming in. And the solar eclipse will bring an alignment between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. The solar codes are increasing at the moment, but it's almost like, I didn't have that information before, the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse this year really bring an alignment for the divine feminine and the divine masculine on a much more elevated level. Twin flame journeys are going to be increased. Soul connections, even if you are consciously not aware of it, you already are connected through your soul star with the beings on a higher level, with your soul family, and you will draw them into your life. And I also teach the channel light language class starting on the 28th of May. I'm really, really looking forward to it, and it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing from the higher dimensions, awakening your psychic gifts, awakening your potential, your connection to the divine that is so amplified at the moment. So they also said to me, I'm meant to do an entire session for deep cleanse, past traumas, past lives, ancestral, stepping into your divine power, stepping into all of who you are, owning your deepest core capacities, the codes of sovereignty, and then that will also further amplify the psychic gifts and abilities. So let's see what the Andromedans, and I will also hold some additional selenite because the Pleiades said, no, we want to come into the action as well. So I've got that all aligned here, and I'm really curious what they're going to bring in for us. Na 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 siya kiki ashk 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 na 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 mama sa sa kahana I kiki ashka ka sa 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 ni mi I ha ha sa sa na ma hi kaka na 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 sa ya kaka na ma hi ashka ka sa sa iya sa sa na ma iya sa sa na ma hiya kaka kaka sa sa namaha hiya kaka sa sa namaha iwi kaka na namasa iwi kaka na namasa Wow, that was a most beautiful, exquisite energy. Whew, I'm quite blown away. And they were working on our heart chakras to align and clear what no longer serves. a healing of the divine feminine and divine masculine, the divine masculine supporting us now really to step into our power, into our abilities, to bring forth our intuitive gifts and our psychic abilities, to allow our planet to move forward with ease and grace, uplift our friends, family, circles. They also said the Pleiadian really brought that starlight light shower in, and I could feel it, and it was so uplifting. It's incredible, and it's like it's literally, you feel like you're standing under the night sky and meteor showers are just falling all over you. And some of you may even want to work with meteorite energy. I'm just reminded, I brought my necklace here, and the green crystal there is moldavite. This is a Herkimer diamond, and of course, I love kyanite. So if you feel like you have difficulty aligning and shifting your energies at the moment, meteorites can be really benevolent because they align you further with that cosmic influx. And I wish you a most wonderful time. Enjoy that eclipse season. You see me again for the lunar eclipse. And for those of you who feel called to join the channel light language course in the intimate setting of up to maximum 12 people, then just follow the link below or contact me. And some of you already had questions, so simply get in touch with me and I support you on your journey. And I wish you a most benevolent eclipse season. Blessings to you.